right now on Chronicle in High Definition.
You walk past them every day. Artists who create them.
I know I'm a girl, but I know how to use tools, and I love to use tools.
Robert McCloskey's Make Way for Ducklings has stood immortalized in bronze in the public garden for 25 years now. There is a duplicate sculpture in a Moscow park, a gift from First Lady Barbara Bush to Raisa Gorbachev. It was a defining moment for local sculptor Nancy Schön, launching this sawzall-wielding Newton grandmother onto the international scene.
I know I'm a girl, but I know how to use tools, and I love to use tools. And I guess that's why I went into sculpture, because I really like using tools.
Nancy Schön's workshop is just that. She moves between pouring wax into molds, to sanding, or drilling. Each creation begins as a miniature or maquette. Here, she sculpts a honeypot. Her full-size Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore are at the Newton Free Library.
All the creative work goes into making the maquette or the original model. And I use wax because wax is very sweet about letting us move it around. Way back, even in high school, I was doing sculpture, and I knew that this was something I wanted to do. I never thought that I would be doing large public art. I never thought that I could make a living at it. I just always loved sculpture for some reason, and it turned me on.
Schön likes to incorporate symbolism in her work.
The tortoise and hare, for example, the idea of slow and steady winning the race, that is a profound thought. To think that this very slow animal, this turtle, could beat a rabbit in a race? I mean, amazing.
Her tortoise and hare reside in Copley Square, the finish line of the Boston Marathon. Currently, Nancy Schön's volume of work is on display at Kolbo Fine Jutaica Gallery in Brookline, a rare and perhaps final retrospective of everything from maquettes and full-size public art pieces to a touching collection she created while living in Jerusalem. Owner, Lawrence Hardoon.
She sometimes will say to you, she feels like a fiddler with one string. I mean, she's famous for the ducklings. I think she's happy that she created them. She loves the fact that so many people get joy and pleasure from them. But there's really much more to her. There are many more dimensions to the kind of work she does. This is the Wailing Wall, which is a very historic and revered site in Jerusalem, where people pray. They still separate the men from the women. There's a little dental mirror that comes with this piece. Actually be able to look at the incredible detail on the faces of these very miniature figures. Many of these pieces are either one of a kind, because the rest of them are been sold, or there may be one or two left. The molds are completely just destroyed, so what's left is what's left. But they're really just amazingly beautiful and intricate pieces.
Schön also uses her art for philanthropic causes.
I just did something for the Boston Area Rape Crisis Center, a necklace. I did another one for REACH, which is a domestic violence group.
One yet unrealized dream is to see this design grace the Rose Kennedy Greenway, a rose with heart-shaped petals she found in her own garden.
So I decided I should have this rose being 22 feet. Now, right now, it's 22 inches. There are 9 leaves, which represent her 9 children. These are anthers, and they make up the sepal. And there are 35 of them, and they represent the fact that Mrs. Kennedy's son was the 35th president of the United States. So there are all sorts of places for kids to play on and to interact with and to slide down and to have fun with. This is my dream, and I'm hoping that perhaps I can put this on the Greenway someday.
She's also working on a series of sculptures based on Aesop's fables, which she hopes to show at museums around the country.